Hi, I'm Spencer Bennett, and today on the inaugural episode of the Spencer Bennett All-American Radio Show, we're going to be talking with Taya Kyle, and we'll get a look at the memorial dedication of Chris Kyle's statue in Odessa, Texas. We'll be talking with Congressman Mike Conaway about the situation with the Veterans Administration and more coming up. Hi there, and welcome to the Spencer Bennett All-American Radio Show. I'm your host, Spencer Bennett. We're just going to jump right in because we've got lots of guests we're going to be talking to today, one of which I was honored to meet. Her name, Taya Kyle. Of course, we know her as the widow of sniper Chris Kyle, one of America's most prolific snipers. His life tragically ended, but we have set up a memorial in Texas, in West Texas, as a matter of fact, his hometown of Odessa, Texas. The monument was dedicated earlier this week. Taya and her family came out. It was a great time, a huge show of support. But right now, let's talk with Taya Kyle at the dedication of the statue honoring her husband, Chris Kyle. It was another sweltering morning in the West Texas sun as patriots came to pay homage to American sniper Chris Kyle. One of those patriots happened to be Terry Johnson, the founder of Show of Support, Hunt for Heroes.
I love how I fix things. We're going to take a break from all the politics, and we're going to deal with what's really important about this nation. That's honoring our heroes. And today we're going to hear the dedication for Chris Kyle Memorial. Taya's going to be here, I understand, and we're going to say thanks to those that protect us, and we're going to honor them.
You bet. It's always good when we can get together on something. This nation
Seems really divided at this moment, doesn't it, Terry?
Yes, it does, deciding how do we want the country to run. But one thing that is important, we've got people who sacrifice. Chris Kyle one of them, and makes our lives better and allows us to fight back and forth with each other and decide who we want to run in this country.
That's right. And every election counts.
And your vote counts. Don't sit at home. Sitting at home is a vote for the other person.
Thank you, Terry Johnson. We appreciate everything you do for our veterans.
You bet. Thank you.
Dr. Farrell R., Director of Pastoral Care at Medical Center Hospital, who will give our invitation.
Would you bow with me as we pray? God of the universe, our senses are enlivened by the elements of your creation, from a West Texas sunset to a refreshing aroma of an impending Texas rain. Humanity enjoys all of your creation, and that joy elicits reminders of our majestic God. Today we gather for a momentous occasion, and that is to reflect and be thankful for the men and women who courageously and bravely protect the rights of all United States citizens. May this brave soldier and all the military personnel be honored, thanked, and congratulated for the service they perform. Lead us into a tomorrow which has hope, faith, and love as our banner. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Farrell. If you could please remain standing, and we've got the Odessa Police Department that's going to post the colors. We've got local Boy Scout troop with First United Methodist Church, Troop 91, that will raise our colors. And a special treat for us today, we've got Odessa's own and a great friend of the Wayne Kyle family, Mr. Larry Gatlin, has agreed to sing our national anthem for us. So, Larry?
I'm not going to sing it to you. Why don't we all sing it together, especially the ones who remember the Odessa or Birmingham Acapella Choir. Y'all sing real loud, okay?
Oh, say, can we see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight
Christ last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yeah.
And with me, I've got Taya Kyle. Taya, how are you?
Good, thank you.
It's been a good day for you and the family, though I can imagine an emotional day.
It's emotional, but it's really beautiful. I think a lot of people will hopefully feel that the statue represents them too and their service, and I think that would be a good tribute to Chris to know that he could represent a lot of people and bless a lot of people.
You've had a lot of military, a lot of friends come out today to see you.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really amazing people. I mean, sculptor Vic Payne is here and his family, who are just lovely people, and then all the community in Odessa who came out. We got a lot of veterans and first responders, U.S. Marshals, Texas Rangers, just members of the community that have come out to show their support. It's pretty amazing.
What do you think of the monument to your husband?
It's incredible. I mean, there are so many sentimental parts to it, and so much thought went into it from the architect's point of view to represent all parts of the military and give our veterans who could be at the VA clinic a place to sit and reflect, and just everyday citizens to reflect on what service is and how it's changed over time. And I think it's going to be a meaningful place for a lot of people.
God bless you. God bless your family. Thank you so much for all that you do for veterans and the rest of America too, as you fight now for a lot of us that don't have a voice. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate the veterans and the first responder community, so anything I can do.
When we finished talking with Taya, she stood there for another hour, signing autographs, giving hugs, and shaking hands, getting thank yous and I love yous from a lot of people that came there to see the memorial to her husband or just to meet her. Neat lady. She stood there for every single one of them long after everyone else had gone back to the office or gone on home. Mike Conaway was there, Congressman Mike Conaway. We asked him about the VA scandal. Of course, we all know the VA scandal has cost the lives of many veterans waiting for care from the VA. Some in the VA, instead of being fired, were moved to different positions, or they were given bonuses. What can we expect in the future? Can we do anything to stop the abuse of our veterans by the Veterans Administration? We asked Mike Conaway that very question.
Hi, Mike.
How you doing?
I just want to get a few words about today and what you thought of it.
Well, today's a wonderful day for West Texas. It's a day to honor Chris Kyle, the bright blue skies. His statue I'm going to go take a look at that Dick Gillum had a great piece of getting a sculptor to do. Fitting tribute to a man who served his country really well, came home, began to serve veterans in a different role to try to make their lives better, and was tragically lost his life as a part of that work. But it's also a tribute to anybody who's ever served, anybody who's ever worn the uniform, their families. We put up memorials like this to help people remember for forever those traits and attributes and sacrifices that men and women who wear our uniforms, whether it's in the U.S. military or our local first responders, they bear many of the same kind of risks from time to time as well. So it's an opportunity for Odessans to go by. We don't know the number of people who will, over the next decades, will sit at that plaza and ask, who was Chris Kyle? What did he do? Why was it important? And Odessa has done this. So great community effort. Over $1 million invested in this event. And Kirk Edwards and his team, I can't name everybody who was involved, did an outstanding job. And it's something West Texas and Ector County and Odessa particularly could be proud of.
Our troops seem to have been let down by our government. That when they get back here, the VA, we know the scandals that have rocked it, and nothing's been done by the executive branch. What can we look forward to fixing that problem?
It's going to depend on who the president is. If it's Hillary Clinton, it'll be more the same. If it's Donald Trump, you heard his comments earlier this week. He's got a bit of a 10-point plan, I think he said, of reclaiming management of the VA, holding people responsible for what they do, putting in place folks who are qualified to do the job, and then demanding that they do that. And this administration has not done this. So yes, the VA has got its struggles, no doubt about it, and they've got to get fixed. We've got to do a better job of taking care of veterans. We've got a wonderful clinic here in Odessa that's staffed and taking good care of folks, but the broader upper management of VA is letting their soldiers and sailors, Marines, airmen, and Coast Guardmen down by not getting things done that they know need to be done.
Mike, we appreciate your time. Thanks for coming.
Good to be with you. My pleasure.
So what are your names?
Oh, Ruth and Bernie Allard,
And you're from Dallas.
Irving, Texas.
Irving, Las Colinas.
Did you drive all the way out to Odessa to see this Chris Kyle statue?
Well, we're on a 3-day drive to California. We read about it and we wanted to see this, so we
Didn't want to miss it.
didn't want to miss it.
This is quite a tribute to a young man who really represents the country.
Did you see this on Fox News or did you know about it ahead of time?
I saw it, I think, on Fox News. I believe I saw the write-up about the memorial, and since we were coming this way, we made it a point. We wanted to stop and visit the statue.
And what are your thoughts about having it here in Odessa and just having a memorial to Chris Kyle in the first place?
It just adds another dimension to this area.
It's a great tribute to him and his
And to
family.
Odessa. It's where he grew up.
Oh, yeah.
And there you go. By the way, Larry Gatlin, I do have your pictures. I promised I would send them to you. I just need you to give me a call and give me an email address. So thanks to everybody that came on, Congressman Mike Conaway, Terry Johnson, and of course Taya Kyle. What a wonderful, wonderful woman. And thank you for tuning in and watching this video show. This is one of many, I hope, that we're going to get started with. We're not through yet. I have a few events that I need to tell you about. For example, Rock the Desert is coming up this weekend, August 6th. It's going to be an amazing time. Christian groups, world-famous Christian groups, performing in West Texas. It's what's known as basically a Dust Bowl heat fest, but it's a great music festival. Rock the Desert. You can go online and find out more about them at rockthedesert.org. Also, the gun show's going on at the Horseshoe Arena in Midland, Texas. Come out and see the nice folks at Family Armory and Indoor Range. They're going to be out there. Tax-free weekend is coming up. My advice, don't go shopping on tax-free weekend. Is the little bit that you're going to save worth the frustration of tax-free weekend? I don't know. That's up to you. But regardless of what you do, be safe out there and have a great week. Oh, one more thing. The Midland Fire Department lost a fire truck. Two of these goons, look at these guys. Okay, I'm going to put up their picture. Okay, these are the guys that supposedly, allegedly stole the fire truck and then drove it into the ground, into a field, and then ran off. So what do you say about that? Besides, they need to pay for it. So if you've seen these individuals, contact the Midland Police Department. That's it. We made it through the show. So until next time, have a great week. I'm Spencer Bennett with the Spencer Bennett All-American Radio Show. God bless, and we'll see you soon.